Production of the KCAC Golf Tournament is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Welcome to our world, where the golf and the sunsets are unequaled, and the colors and flavors are all Southwest Kansas. Garden City, the world grows here.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
IMA Incorporated, offering risk management and insurance services. IMA is a subsidiary of the IMA Financial Group Incorporated, a diversified financial services company comprised of 3 entities: a retail insurance brokerage, a wholesale insurance brokerage, and a money management firm. IMA Incorporated, sponsoring KCAC Champions of Character Awards program.
Welcome to the first ever Kansas Collegiate Athletic Conference's Women's Golf Tournament Championship. The tournament was held at Buffalo Dunes Golf Course near Garden City, Kansas. Over 2 days, 25 golfers were scheduled to play 18 holes each day to declare the conference champion along with a team championship. The night prior to the tournament, the KCAC held a banquet in recognition of the players and their coaches. During the banquet, Champions of Character Awards were presented. Congratulations to all the ladies receiving those awards. The next morning, the ladies were ready to tee off at 8:30 a.m. Buffalo Dunes Golf Course is a 5,452-yard, par 72, 18-hole golf course. All golfers would start their round on number 1's tee box. The wind for the first day was out of the northwest at 24 to 43 miles per hour, with gusts up to 51 miles per hour. In the first group, it was Tiffany Youngquist of Bethany College and Lindsay Dahl of Ottawa University teeing off. Lindsay, out from the green, attempts to get it on the green. She comes up a little short. Tiffany, already on the green, putts it in. Lindsay would end up 2-putting. However, she would be ahead of her golfing partner by 1 stroke after finishing up the first hole. As they finished up on the first green, Rachel Meyer of Bethany College and Michaela Stevens of Sterling would be making their way onto the green. Rachel would find herself putting for par, but would leave it short, thus settling for a bogey. We will go over to the second hole, where Sterling's Emily Stevens is chipping her way up on the green. Melody Christensen of Bethany College is on the green in 4, thus putting for bogey. She makes the putt. Moving up a hole to number 3's green as Monica Grant of Kansas Wesleyan goes to make her putt. She sinks it for a double bogey. Back on number 1, Southwestern College's Danae Decker, Caitlin Walker of Ottawa University, and Bethany's Morgan Nelson were starting their round of golf. Danae with her second shot. Nice shot, but leaves it short of the green. Walker with her shot. You can see how windy it is out in Garden City by the tumbleweed blowing over the green. Up on the green, Danae with a putt for par bounces over the edge of the hole. She walks up and knocks it in for a bogey on the par 5. Morgan sinks her putt for a double bogey. Over on number 3, Alyssa Espedo, chipping onto the green, looks like it's heading straight to the hole. Alyssa from Ottawa University with a long putt. She sinks it. Aaliyah Newbrand of Kansas Wesleyan with her putt. She leaves it short, but taps it in to finish off hole number 3. Back on hole number 2's tee box, it's Kelsey Edwards of Kansas Wesleyan, Jalen McCauley of Southwestern, and Mallory Kleppel from Ottawa University teeing off. Moving up to the green, it is Mallory, a putt off the fringe for her third shot. It goes past the hole, but sets up a nice location for a putt for par. She lines up the putt. She pars the second hole with a 4. Jalen McCauley with a short putt for bogey. She sinks the putt, putting her 2 over par on the round. We jump over to number 4's green, where Southwestern's Danae Decker is putting for par. She pars the 311-yard par 3 hole. Staying with the same group, we move to the 5th fairway as Morgan Nelson of Bethany College knocks it on the green. Morgan follows up with a putt for par, too much to the left. She will settle for a bogey, putting her 6 over. Going back to number 4's green, Sarah Hausman of Ottawa University chips on the green for her second shot. Jacqueline McCulley of Southwestern College with her putt for birdie. A large break in the green, she comes up short and puts it in for par. Sarah with a long putt uphill for par. Nice shot, but not quite enough to get it to the green. Sarah puts it in for bogey, thus putting her 6 over par. We jump over to the second 9 as Ottawa's Lindsay Dahl is putting for bogey. It's a little too much, so she'll finish off hole number 12 with a double bogey. We will go back to the 6th hole as Alyssa Richardson is at +4, Ariana Bryan of Bethany College is at +8, and Erin Shriver of Ottawa University is also sitting at 8 over par. Moving down the fairway, Ariana is trying to make it on the green. She finds the green, and it sticks. Erin is on the green, looking at a long putt for par. She's able to do it. Ariana's on the green, and it's her turn now after watching Erin make the long putt. Can she do it? Yes, she sinks it for a par. Third person in the group, will Alyssa make her putt for par? Leaves it short. She will finish the hole with a putt for bogey, however she is sitting 5 over par. As we jump to the 8th tee box with this group, Southwestern's Alyssa Richardson would bogey the par 3. Ariana Bryant from Bethany College would par the hole, and Erin Shriver from Ottawa University would also par the hole. We head over to 13's tee box as Sterling College's Michaela Stevens and Rachel Meyer from Bethany College tee off. Heading to hole number 8, it is a 167-yard hole. Hannah Mason from Southwestern College, Amy Weilert of Ottawa University, and Cami Rash of Kansas Wesleyan team are all making their way down the fairway. Hannah with her second shot chips it onto the green and close to the hole, which she would putt in for par. Cami now with her putt for birdie. It breaks to the right, thus she has to make this putt for par. She's able to do it. This leaves her only 4 over par. Amy with her putt for bogey, and she makes it. Going to the 9th hole, a 328-yard par 4. Cami with the longest drive on the hole. With her second shot, she's able to hit it on the green. Amy with her third shot as she putts off the fringe. Nice shot as she gets it very close to the hole. Cami now with her putt for birdie. Her line is a little bit off, forcing her to 2-putt for par. Hannah with the putt right next to the hole for bogey. Amy with her putt for par sinks it, keeping her 9 over par for the first 9 holes. As everyone enters into their second 9 holes of the day, the wind keeps picking up. On 13's green, Sterling's Emily Stevens, Monica Grant, and Melody Christensen all finish putting, receiving a 9 on the par 5 hole. The open area around hole 14, the wind really starts to get into the heads of the golfers. Aaliyah Newbrandt of Kansas Wesleyan with a shot that gets her on the green. She follows up with a putt, but she leaves it short. This forces her to 2-putt it in for a 7 on the hole. Moving up to the 15 green, Sterling's Courtney King with a putt. She sinks it. Back on 14, Bethany College's Morgan Nelson makes her way down the fairway as she knocks it on the green. Southwestern's Danae Decker also looking to chip it on as she hits it straight into the wind, and she is able to do so. We will follow her onto the green as she putts for bogey, and she makes it. Now Caitlin Walker of Ottawa putting for a double bogey. She's able to sink the putt. Moving up to hole number 16, Mallory Kleppel of Ottawa University and Jalen McCauley of Southwestern College are teeing off. Moving closer to the cup, Mallory, short of the green, hitting her fourth shot as she attempts to get it on, finds the green, and then gently rolls right into the hole for a birdie. Jalen McCauley now attempting a long putt for par. It's headed right towards the hole, but she comes up short of the par. She will finish it off for the bogey. Following right up behind them was the group of Sterling's Darian Cohen, Ottawa's Sarah Husman, and Southwestern's Jacqueline McCulley. Cohen, with her putt for par, does not quite make it in the hole, ends up double bogeying. Sarah now putting for par to the right of the hole, forcing her to a bogey putt, which she makes. Jacqueline for a par, a little too hard, forcing her to also putt for bogey. She makes it. Going back to Mallory Kleppel and Jalen McCauley, who are on their last hole of the day. Mallory with her second shot, leaving it short of the green. Jalen's turn to work her way down the fairway. Unfortunately, she ends up in the sand trap. Mallory with her third shot on a par 4, she works it up onto the green. Back to Jalen, who is getting set in the sand. She blasts it out and up on the green, rolling a little bit back down, but still on the green. On Jalen's fourth stroke, she is looking at a long putt for par. She leaves it short. Mallory up with her short putt for a par. She sinks it for par, ending her first round on a high note. Jalen looking to finish off hole number 18 with this bogey putt. A little too hard as it sneaks past the hole. She finishes up the hole with a short putt for a double bogey. At the end of the round, Jalen and Mallory are tied. Going back to hole number 16 as Southwestern's Alyssa Richardson is approaching the green with her third shot on the par 5. She gets it up on the green. Bethany College's Ariana Bryant with her fourth shot to get on the green. She's able to get it up and ran up on the green. Ottawa's Erin Shriver chipping it onto the green. Shriver knocks it up near the hole. Alyssa with a putt for birdie. She leaves it within a foot of the hole. Ariana now with a chance for par if she can sink this putt. And she pars the hole. It would be her third hole on the day that she has par. Erin stepping up to the ball for her putt for bogey. The break was not there, and she taps it in for a double bogey. Alyssa with her par putt. She has no problem putting it in for par. Moving to the next hole with the group as they head to 17, a par 3. Ariana and Erin would both end the hole with bogey, while Alyssa would be putting this shot for par, and she makes it in. We'll catch back up with this group in a minute on hole number 18, but first Jacqueline McCauley and Sarah Hausman and Darian Cohen are approaching the green. Southwestern's Jacqueline with a chip shot to get up to the hole, gets it on the green so she can work her short game. Jacqueline with her putt for par, she sinks it. On the day, she has 3 pars and 1 birdie. Now it's Ottawa's Sarah Hausman's turn to par putt. She has no problem and ends up her round parring the 18th hole. Sterling's Darian looking to end her round with this putt. She makes it with 3 over par on the hole. Going back to 17 is Southwestern's Hannah Mason, Kansas Wesleyan's Cami Rash and Ottawa's Amy Weiler have all hit their tee shots. Cami with a chip shot places it on the green. Amy, looking to copy Cami's, she does as they land inches apart. Let's see what Hannah's plans are. She's within a foot of the hole, which she puts in for par. Nice shot. Cami with her putt for par. It does not quite make it there, forcing her to putt for bogey. She makes the shot for bogey. Amy now with her par putt. Oh, somebody has put a lid on the hole as it's within inches. She taps it in to make bogey on the hole. Now to the 18th hole to wrap up the last two groups of the first round. Ottawa's Erin Shriver finds herself in the sand trap, but punches out and up on the green. It lands on the green where she would have a long putt if she's going to make par on the hole. She leaves the putt short, but does tap it in for bogey. Southwestern's Alyssa Richardson putting for par. Not the right line for par, but she will tap it in for bogey. This would leave Bethany's Ariana Bryant still putting as she is sitting with a 4 on the hole so far. She gets her putt off, but it does not go in. She will tap it in for double bogey to round out her day. Going back to 18's tee box where Southwestern's Hannah Mason tees off, she has parred the last two holes and wants to par this one also. Next up is Ottawa's Amy Weiler. She's not happy with that shot as it goes way left. The last one to tee off, Kansas Wesleyan's Cami Rush. She puts it in the middle of the fairway. Cami with her second shot, she's not going to be happy with that as she ends up in the right sand trap. Hannah's tee shot sitting right with Cami's. She takes her second shot. It blows to the right but stays out of the sand trap to the fringe of the green. Amy finds her way back to the fairways, but on this shot, she ends up close to going into the sand trap, but she lucks out. Cami, on the other hand, found herself in the middle of the sand trap. However, she is able to hit it out and onto the green. Going back to Amy, as you can tell, she was just inches from dropping it into the sand. She hits the ball up and onto the green it goes. Hannah putting off the fringe for birdie, very close. She taps it in for par, giving her 3 pars in a row. Amy with a long putt. She leaves it short. She goes up and finishes it off for the first round. Cami Rash putting for par straight into the wind. She leaves it short. Cami walks up and puts it in for bogey for 13 over on the day. That brings the first round to an end. We will be back with the second round right after this.
Production of the KCAC Golf Tournament is brought to you in part by an underwriting grant from
Welcome to our world, where the golf and the sunsets are unequaled, and the colors and flavors are all Southwest Kansas. Garden City, the world grows here.
From Rural Telephone and Nextech, providing the region with telephone, internet, cable television, and wireless phone solutions, Rural Telephone and Nextech proudly support public broadcasting and all ventures dedicated to improving Kansas communities.
IMA Incorporated, offering risk management and insurance services. IMA is a subsidiary of the IMA Financial Group Incorporated, a diversified financial services company comprised of 3 entities: a retail insurance brokerage, a wholesale insurance brokerage, and a money management firm. IMA Incorporated, sponsoring KCAC Champions of Character Awards program.
Welcome back to the Women's KCAC Championship Golf Tournament. On the second day, the decision was made to postpone the start time because of the rain. Upon the decision to delay the play, it was determined that a shotgun start would take place. After an hour delay, the ladies made their way back out to their designated holes. The wind had been a factor in the first round, however it had picked up for the second day, reaching speeds of over 50 miles per hour with gusts to up to 65 miles per hour. After approximately 4 holes, the decision was made to call the ladies back to the clubhouse, in which the tournament was called. The winners were determined by the first round of play, with the 10th place tie being decided by a predetermined hole. That 10th place went to Danae Decker of Southwestern College, who shot a 103. 9th place went to Caitlin Walker from Ottawa University, who shot 27 over par. Caitlin's teammate Amy Weilert won 8th place with 1 less stroke. 7th place went to Jacqueline McCauley from Southwestern College, who shot 25 over par. Then for 5th place, there was a tie between Southwestern College's Jalen McCauley and Ottawa University's Mallory Kleppel, who shot a 96. In another tie, 3rd place went to Erin Shriver from Ottawa University and Alyssa Richardson from Southwestern College with 20 over par. Second place went to Richardson's teammate, Hannah Mason, with an 86. In first place, it was Cammie Rash with Kansas Wesleyan University shooting 13 over par and 85. By 12 strokes, the team title went to Southwestern College. Thank you for watching the first Women's KCAC Championship Golf Tournament from Buffalo Dunes Golf Course in Garden City, Kansas. Until next year, so long from Garden City.